Hello out there in How Am I Really Land. My name is Edward Champion. I'm a writer in Brooklyn. I also run an audio drama called The Gray Area. And I really like this idea of people sharing what their lives are about because this is not good for anyone. But I'm going to tell you how life really is. I'm going to tell you how it is for me, at least, and maybe it's similar for you. I'm a creative person. Uh, And even though we freelancing types uh, spend a lot of time, working in our underwear. In fact, this is the first time I put on pants, I think, in 48 hours. Uh, that's that's for me even is ridiculous. Uh, my social rituals are gone. I mean, I'm talking on the phone with friends. I'm participating in Zoom meetings, and these are fun up to a point. But I didn't realize, despite the fact that I spent a lot of time creating stories and coming up with silly ideas in my apartment, I really didn't realize how much of my life was predicated upon social routine, upon seeing people in the bars and the cafes and the restaurants, talking with people in the neighborhood. I mean, it's so hard to go out sometimes because you have to wear a mask. And if you can't see the entirety of a person's face, it's just not the same. If you can't actually feel the physical, emotional intimacy of day to day living, it's a prison sentence. We're all living a prison sentence. I mean, there's a reason why solitary confinement is the worst possible sentence you could dole out to a prisoner. We're all in solitary confinement right now. And this is not easy. I've tried to throw myself into work. I have written about 31,000 words of this wacky dragon novel. I have no idea if it's going to get published. I have no idea if there's even going to be a livelihood for me in 5 months. I'm burning through my savings uh, because this is ridiculous. You can't ask people to stay home and not provide them with a UBI or even a way to work. So on good days, I write my novel in the morning, have a lot of fun, I laugh, and then do whatever voiceover or editing I have to do on my audio drama. But then there are other days, bad days, where I just lay in bed for hours, not even able to read. Sometimes being delayed in my responses to friends in terms of texts and all that. And I've never really felt this type of depression. I have experienced depression before, but I've always had routine to keep me happy, to keep me positive. And the fact of the matter is that the Zoom meeting routines, the constant juggle through social media, this just is no replacement for real life contact that enriches you, that makes you laugh, that makes you feel as if you're part of something bigger than yourself. I mean, in the early days of this, I did very well and I was a workhorse and I was also calling friends left and right. But these days, it's sometimes hard to get me on the phone. So I don't know if this matters, my story matters. I know there are a lot of people who have it much worse off than I do. I spent a lot of my time thinking about them. I spent a lot of my time crying over how people have not only lost loved ones. I've got two friends with COVID right now who are. Yeah, I'm checking up on them every single day. I want them to get better. The world would be lesser off with these two marvelous people. Um, and yeah, now I'm starting to cry. But that's really, it's just not easy for anyone. The only thing we can do is try to summon what routines we can from the dregs of the old routines and stay positive. But it's okay if you have a day. I've had to tell myself that it's okay if I lay around in bed all day. I feel bad, but I also know that if I want to survive, if I want to be there for other people, I have to be good to myself. Anyway, I hope some of you are doing okay. This is not an easy thing, but we will see light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, thanks for listening or watching.